A tough night for Bronco Nation. Last night in Orlando, Boise State lost their first game of the season, 36-31 against the University of Central Florida. Our sports director, Jay Tust, has the game recap. He was in Florida. He just got on a flight this morning to come on back home. What the Broncos are looking forward to for the rest of the season. Take a look.
A bummer at the bounce house. That's how we'll remember this one. For the second time in the last 3 years, Boise State opened up a season in the Sunshine State. Both games had many similarities and one big difference. Weather wreaked havoc on both of them. In 2019, Boise State had to shift venues the day before the game. Last night, weather delayed this game over 2 hours. The team huddled together in their locker room waiting for the opportunity to kick this thing off. Then there's the final score, 36-31. Just like in 2019, but this time Boise State was on the wrong end of it. Despite the delay, this one got off to a great start for the Broncos. They built a 21-0 lead. Andrew Van Buren's longest run last year was 17 yards. On his first touch this season, he ripped off a 22-yarder, and on his second touch, he scored this touchdown right here. Right before halftime, though, UCF would recapture the momentum. They went on a 28-3 scoring run and eventually took their first lead of the night in the third quarter. Boise State would come fighting back in the fourth. Check out this catch and run by Khalil Shakir. He put the Broncos up 31-30 with this touchdown, his second of the night. The Knights would respond, though. As special as Dylan Gabriel was, their offensive attack on the ground was potent. As a team, they rushed for 255 yards, and this touchdown right here would be the difference maker. UCF comes back to shock Boise State, 36-31 the final. Afterwards, head coach Andy Avalos summing up his debut as heartbreaking.
You know, it's heartbreaking that we didn't finish the game, but the biggest thing for us is we're excited about who we can become and where we can grow from here. And to see the guys, battle through what we did tonight and to fight back there at the end, we can build off of that, and we can. We got some really, really good young men on this team and some really good players, and some of them didn't even get to play tonight. So the excitement that comes with how we can keep growing this thing, those are the things that we can take from this game.
Getting back to Khalil Shakir, when he was on the field, Boise State just seemed different on offense. He led the Broncos with 5 catches for 91 yards, and of course, he had those 2 scores. He was, however, on a rep count tonight, according to Coach Avalos. Something new offensive coordinator Tim Plow had to try and manage.
I mean, how hard is that when you don't have, Khalil Shakir as you would wish to use him? Because when he was on the field, he certainly seemed to make a difference for your offense.
Yeah, that's tough. Not having George and not having Khalil at full strength. We had some guys up front too that didn't play tonight that we really could have used to just having our full strength. But that's not an excuse. At the end of the day, every team's young, every team's thin, every team's beat up. We got to figure out a way to get it done. And the guys that were out there did a great job. Obviously Shaq was dying to get out there, but it's a long season, and for us to push an injury like that any further was just it was risky. But when he was out there, obviously he was amazing, and we're a lot better when he's got the ball in his hand, that's for sure.
And with that, our coverage from Florida concludes. It is time to go grab a shower, get back to Boise. A week from today, the Broncos will play their home opener against UTEP. Signing off for Idaho's News Channel 7, I'm Jay Tust.